This place is absolutely stunning. Well, folks, we waved goodbye to the gypsum dunes of White Sands National Park in our last video, and now we're barreling towards Arizona to soak up some winter sun. Piper's already dreaming of new dog parks, Blair's plotting her next ultra marathon, and I'm just hoping the Airstream doesn't pick up any more road ground. Let's hit the road. First stop, Saguaro National Park, the west side. We're just passing through on our way to Phoenix, so we've got a few hours to soak in this cactus wonderland. This place is like the Wild West meets a botanical garden on steroids. Fun facts. This national park covers 92,000 acres split in two distinct districts, protecting the Sonoran Desert's iconic saguaro cacti, which live to be over 200 years old and can grow up to 60 feet tall. It takes about 50 to 70 years for one of these to sprout its first arm. Talk about a late bloomer. The Red Hills Visitor Center in the Tucson Mountain District has epic views, a 15-minute film called Voices from the Desert, and a gift shop where you'll want to buy all the cactus swag. The park was born in 1933 as a monument to save these spiky giants from urban sprawl, thanks to folks like Herbert Hoover and cactus-loving University Press, Homer Shantz.
I wasn't paying attention to my other finger. I have a couple questions. Got me. On my knuckle. It's cool. Look, like this seam goes up and then it splits.
Yep.
That seam goes up and then it splits.
Fun fact, the saguaro fruit is a summer delicacy for local tribes who turn it into syrup and jam. Yum. What you think, Blair?
Dry and dangerous. Snakes and spikes.
Yep. This place has stunning beauty, but we've got a date with our winter home base, so off we go. Welcome to the Saguaro Skies FamCamp at Luke Air Force Base. This place is an RV paradise, right by the commissary, exchange, gym, and a hop away from various state parks. First order of business, our Airstream's looking like it rolled through a dust storm, so it's time for a shine. So Piper and I got it cleaned up. Great teamwork. The next morning, we headed over to the local dog park. If you caught our Colorado Springs video, you know Piper's obstacle course ability was, well, a comedy of errors. But this time, I brought the big guns, her favorite treats.
Good job! Now we just need to make her jump up there. With all four paws. Oh yeah!
They spin.
Oh.
Look at her go. The tunnel, nailed it. Obstacles, crushed them. I guess all it took was some liver-flavored motivation. This became one of our most cherished daily rituals, and Piper's basically now a MVP at the dog park.
Good job. Good job. Good girl. Good girl, Piper. Okay. One of them? Okay. Okay. Good girl. Good one. Good job. Wait. Good girl. Here, come get it. Hey. Come on. Come on. All the way. Did you throw one in here?
Yeah, she already ate it.
No. Good girl. Good girl, Pipe. Good job. Good job.
Good job!
Come. Good job.
Yay! Piper, come! Oh, go back that way. Good girl! Yes!
Good job.
Come.
Good girl.
No, you gotta go through the hole. This way. Yeah. Here she goes.
Good job. Yep. Good job. She'll do anything for beef liver from Epic. Good girl. You can teach an old dog new tricks.
Blair worked quite a bit during our time at this park, but when she was in town, she was out at the White Tanks Regional Park training for some ultramarathons like a desert superhero. Piper and I tagged along on a few of them, but mostly to hunt, quote, squirrels, end quote, hiding in the cacti. Spoiler, Piper's 0 of 10 on the squirrel chase. We continue to enjoy the beautiful sunrises and sunsets, local cuisine, and mundane tasks like shopping. Blair and I are leaving Sam's Club. We love Costco, but the reason we don't go to Costco is because you got to wait in line to check out. Sam's Club has an app. You just scan everything with your phone and walk right out, just like you got a receipt. It's the fastest, quickest, easiest thing ever. I don't know why more people don't do it. And it's not like the Walmart. Walmart, you have to actually go to a register. This one, you just scan your stuff, pay for it, walk out, and your receipt's on your phone. Super easy. Don't you agree? Next, I had a wonderful meetup with our Airstream friends Randy and Dina at Dylan's Barbecue on Lake Pleasant. Great food, better company. Nothing says RV life like swapping road stories over ribs. But with Blair heading out of town for a 6-day work trip, Piper and I decided it was time for an adventure of our own. Meet our 2021 Ford Transit camper van. Coming soon to a YouTube channel near you.
Van life.
Yay! No, we didn't sell the Airstream. No, we're not doing a big battery solar build on this thing. It's just the basics, what we need to get going. But we are taking it to Alaska. Stay tuned for a full van tour when we take this baby to Alaska this summer. Piper and I set out for southern Arizona to hit up a bunch of sites that Blair didn't care to see. First stop, Oregon Pipe National Monument. This place is a desert dream, way down by the Mexican border. Fun facts about the park. It covers 330,000 acres and named for the Oregon Pipe Cactus, which looks like pipe organs and only grows here in the U.S. The Twin Peaks Campground, located nearby, has 208 sites and perfect for RVs or tents with epic sunsets and starry nights. The Visitor Center has exhibits on desert ecology and a shop for all your cactus-themed souvenirs. Pro tip, visit in the spring for wildflower blooms that'll make your jaw drop. Pepper and I are on a little road trip, sans Blair because Blair's working, but our first stop is Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monuments, right on the border of Mexico. The visitors, so you come through the gate and the visitor center is about 15 miles past here. There's also a campground right there at the visitor center, which is pretty nice. Beautiful spot in the southwest desert, and I encourage everyone to come check this place out because it's really cool. En route to Tumacácori, I don't know if I'm saying that right, we passed the Kitt Peak Observatory, prime stargazing spot right outside of Tucson and definitely on our list for a return trip. Oh, and check this out. I-19 that we drove along is the only U.S. interstate using kilometers instead of miles. Why? It's a nod to Mexico, just 60 kilometers away. Mind blown. I-19's metric signs were kept after the 1980s experiment because locals liked them. And it's a quick 63 miles from Tucson to Nogales. It's nicknamed the Santa Cruz River Road because it follows that river. Great for a quirky road trip trivia. Tumacácori National Historic Park, folks. Gorgeous mission ruins. But, yikes. The park ranger there, she wasn't very nice, which is odd because every other national park we've been to, they've been super friendly and wonderful. Fun facts about this park. Tumacácori is a 1700s Spanish mission, part of a chain built to convert the native Pima people. The visitor center has a museum with artifacts like old bells and pottery. Super cool. No campgrounds for this park, but nearby town has some RV parks for a cozy stay if you decide to stay longer. And fun fact, the mission's fiesta in December has traditional dances and food, tacos, and history. Yes, please. Onward we go to Coronado National Monument. This place honors the 1540s expedition of Francisco Vasquez de Coronado. Montezuma Pass, stunning views, but sadly no time to hike today. Next time, Blair's joining me for sure. Visitor center is quite small. The overlook at Montezuma Pass gives you 360-degree views all the way into Mexico. But, wildlife alert, coatimundis and jaguars roam here. The Coronado Cave Trail is a half-mile gem for spelunkers. Bring the flashlight, though. Next up, Chiricahua National Monument. Holy rock formations, Batman. This place is like a desert sculpture garden, and I was not ready for how gorgeous it is. This place is absolutely stunning. I had no idea. Really, really cool spot. There's a campground in here, but they're full tonight. I wish I could stay here for the night, so I'm going to go find somewhere else. It's named for the Wonderland of Rocks, for its volcanic hoodoos formed 27 million years ago. Bonita Canyon Campground has 25 sites, great for tents and small RVs with epic night skies. The Visitor Center has really fantastic exhibits on the Apache history, and Chiricahua means Turkey Creek in Apache. Hiking tip, the Echo Canyon Loop is a 3.5 miles of jaw-dropping views, and I wish we had time to do it. Because of our long day, we arrived right at the closing hour of the Visitor Center, and we're trying to find a place to camp before the night started. But we found a sweet BLM spot off of Pinery Canyon Road, not far down the road in Coronado National Forest. Thanks, Camp DM. We were the only one around for miles. And look at this goofball. Piper got the zoomies, and I'm just here for the mountain air and the insane night sky. Stars for days, people.
You are my heart. You are my heart. You are my dream. Come alive. My everything. My like no other. Yeah, I could stay here with you for forever.
Next morning, Fort Bowie National Historic Site. Talk about off the beaten path. Piper and I took the long, very windy gravel road to the handicap entrance for a shorter walk to the site because the 1.5 mile one-way hike in was not something we wanted to do that morning because we had other places to get to. Welcome to Fort Bowie, a trek to get here. So there's two ways to access this. It's a 5 or 8 mile drive down a dirt road, or a very primitive road, I guess is. And then you can walk 1.5 mile one way to get to the visitor center and here. There's also a handicap entrance that you can drive another 8 miles down a primitive road and pull up to here, but you still got to walk quite a ways to get up to the visitor center and see it. So this place is not for the mobility challenge folks. And if it's a hot of the day, it's not for you either. So it's a cool place. It's way off in the middle of nowhere, for real. Many places we've driven way off in the middle of nowhere, but this place is truly an effort to get here. So Fort Bowie National Monument, or National Historic Site. Interesting facts about the place. Fort Bowie was a key 1860s Army post during the Apache Wars. Now a ruin with a small visitor center. There's no campgrounds nearby, but the nearby town of Wilcox has a few RV parks. The trail passes an old cemetery in Apache Spring. Spooky and cool at the same time. Fun fact, The fort was abandoned in 1894, leaving behind those ghostly vibes.
Fort Bowie also has a national park stamped outside on the porch should you arrive there after hours.
Next stop, the Gila Cliff Dwellings. This national monument is 45 miles of twisty, narrow roads from Silver City, New Mexico. Not trailer friendly at all, but worth it for the views.
7,900 feet of elevation looking across New Mexico.
These dwellings were built around 1300 AD and housed about 40 to 60 folks.
Here at the Gila Cliff Dwellings, I'm not sure how to say it, Gila. It is a country 2-lane road, very, very windy, very sharp turns. Most of it has no markings on the road, so it's barely 2 lanes wide. So it's not a place I recommend bringing a trailer of any sort. There are RV parks close to here, but it would be not a fun drive to get in here. We're in the vehicle today, not the rig. So just Piper and I taking some day trips around, hitting some spots while Blair's working. But I'm gonna head in here to the visitor center real quick and check it out, and then I'm gonna go out to the dwellings, which are about a mile away from here.
The visitor center has pottery and tools on display. Super neat. Fun fact, Geronimo, the legendary Apache leader, was born near here in 1829. He led the resistance against the Mexican and U.S. forces, becoming a symbol of defiance. His birth site's unmarked, but the Gila River vibes are strong.
It's a 1-mile loop trail around here, back where the dwellings are, and some pretty cool views. It's some elevation and some unimproved trails, so bring your walking clothes. There's still frost on these logs over here on the shade side. But it's, I don't know, it's in the 40s, high 40s maybe.
Nearby Forks Campground is primitive but gorgeous and right on the Gila River. While at the Forks Campground, Piper was living her best life. River playtime and 0 neighbors.
This campground right here is really great for a car or van or tent camping. If any of you happen to have a 16-foot trailer, I think you could manage getting up here to the National Monument from Silver City. But if you have anything bigger than that, like find a place to park it in the town of Silver City and drive your tow vehicle up here and do the things. We're in the come on, Pipe. Piper's having a good time. It's just her and I traveling, so we're roughing it. We're gonna go to the Star Party tonight, and it starts at 6:30 to 7:30. They got the big telescope out. There's some light-covered clouds, light covering clouds, so I hope those move away by the time everything starts here, because that's the only reason I'm staying here tonight. But I'm gonna go to the Star Party and then come back out here. This is about 2-3 miles maybe outside of the park entrance, and it's still considered the national forest here, so it's free camping as far as I can see. There's plenty of fire pits and other things around here. And there's some tent camping and small camping spots inside the park as well. But again, do not bring a trailer to this national park. Same with the last one I was at Fort Bowie. There's nothing. Don't just take your day trip with your car, or your tow vehicle. There's no way to get a trailer up there. No way that I would drag a trailer up there. And if it were any Airstream standard, I wouldn't consider that. I might consider taking a base camp through there, but that'd be as a last resort. I know it's going to be hard to see, but I'm gearing up for a star party tonight. They've got the brand new big telescope out here at Gila Dwellings National Historic Site. So we're going to come check out and see what's going on here, but it's getting very close.
That night, we hit the park's Star Party. Winter skies are unreal, and we'll learn how to spot Orion's Belt without looking like total newbies. Last stop on this epic road trip was Tonto National Monument overlooking Roosevelt Lake. More cliff dwellings, but each one's got its own vibe, you know. The Tonto Cliff Dwellings were home to the Salado people from 13 to 1450 AD, and they were known for their vibrant pottery. The visitor center has artifacts and woven textiles. They were very crafty folks.
Within the Tonto National Forest, there's the Tonto Cliff Dwellings up here, and it's a bit of a haul to get up to the top, but it's a nice sidewalk, and dogs can go. So Pepper's pretty pumped because she hadn't got to go visit many places with me this last few days. But it's a beautiful area, really beautiful area. Nice lake out here, and all kinds of hiking opportunities and mountain biking opportunities, road biking opportunities. Beautiful place, beautiful state. So you can't get very close today because there's some rocks falling and bricks falling, so it's not safe. And they're doing some trail work up here too, but it's a cool place. If you've never been to any cliff dwellings, this would be one to come to. You can see the parking lot down there. I don't recommend bringing any big trailers in. You could leave it down at the main highway and then drive your tow vehicle up here. But beautiful views up here. There's some other cliff dwellings on up farther, but they are not open to the public. But cool place, beautiful place. And Piper has enjoyed it too, very much. And this lake is called Roosevelt Lake, by the way.
No campgrounds here, but Roosevelt Lake has plenty of camping all around here. Roosevelt Lake is Arizona's largest lake, great for boating, but sometimes there's low water levels revealing old ruins. It's quite eerie. With Blair headed back home tonight, we cruised home to Phoenix via Highway 87. Desert views for days. That's a wrap on our whirlwind trip around southern Arizona and western New Mexico. Piper and I clocked about 1,200 miles hitting all these wonderful spots. Not bad for the camper van's first big test. Join us next time when we tackle together, Piper, Blair, and I, the Northern Arizona Wonders. Thanks for joining us on this epic journey, everyone. Thanks for making us part of your adventure, and we hope to see you on the road soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.